Hello, it's Shorty. I hope that you're having a good day and thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is from the complete book of the Zodiac, and we are talking about Venus in Virgo. So please take the time to go and calculate what your Venus sign is so that you know which video to watch. You and nature. To have Venus in Virgo is to not have so much empathy with nature as an encyclopedic understanding of it. It is to be able to see similarities between vastly different scenarios, such as how a rising tide submerging an island mirrors a fire slowly suffusing a piece of coal. It is to be an observational scientist by disposition, if not by profession, a careful analyst of both nature and human nature. Just as you watch creation with a sense of awe and wonder, rarely wanting to do anything more drastic than discuss your latest impressions, so you rarely seek to interfere with the activities of those you love. As long as they're doing fine, that's fine by you. Even when they seem to be making mistakes, you would rather wait until they asked for help than volunteer it prematurely. When pushed for your theory about what a law of nature phenomenon is following, you'll give it, and research will probably prove you right. Likewise, when someone does want to know what you've been doing wrong, you'll tell them, gently and diplomatically, but usually with an uncanny accuracy. Ironically, for all your natural wisdom, you're afraid of speaking out of turn, afraid of rocking boats, afraid perhaps of being right but being resented for it. Yet you also fear being approached for an answer and failing to have one ready. So your life is often spent preparing for events that never happen and feeling resentful as though you took your violin to the party nobody asked you to play. You deserve more, in career and love alike. If you want clients for your services and takers for the love you have to give, to abandon your reservations or concerns about rejection and to advertise. You and your creativity. You have magnificent organizational skills, which is precisely why your world often seems a little chaotic. It's people with less than full confidence in their ability to cope who need to have everything marked up, written down, checked over, and filed away. You don't know what you've got and roughly where you put it, so time is better spent working on a new project than triple checking an old one. This explains why you're prolific as well as proficient. You design neither with a bullish, rude brush nor with a nervously narrow nib, but with the happy medium of an implement which can, under the hand of a deft decorator, accomplish either stroke. Having Venus in Virgo allows you to marry the charm of sensual Aphrodite with the wit of flexibility and business-like Mercury. It also entitles you to claim the legacy of Chiron, the cosmic healer. Hence your desire to be expedient and practical when expressing your creative urges. You see little point in doing things the hard way just for the experience. If it's a tried and tested technique, why not use it? If it's not broken, why fix it? And if it's clearly popular with many people, why knock it? You'd far prefer to praise what's good in someone else's work than rip up what's bad to shreds. You're far more inclined to repair and renew than to knock something down and begin again from scratch. A genuine willingness to adapt the way you impart your art without compromising its integrity is the reason you find creative skills frequently complimented by everyone, from the connoisseur to the inexperienced consumer. You are equally capable, potentially at least, of success in any field, whether you paint, cook, garden, weave, knit, sing, dance, act, write, heal, mend, massage, measure, research, advise, or entertain. You do it with a humble sincerity and dedication, and it does you proud. You and romance. You have Venus in Virgo, which is to possess not so much an eye for detail as an entire sensory system. It is the ability to hear the difference between Bechstein and Steinway, taste one between a King Edward and a carrot, feel one between silk and satin, even to smell the difference between a rat and a politician. To others you come across as a bit of a fusspot. Those who dislike you usually cite such a reason. Fortunately, these insensitive individuals are usually outnumbered by the many who admire your discrimination, even if they don't share it. While, however, your talent to apply subtle scrutiny stands you in excellent stead in the creative and aesthetic departments of life, it is not the primary reason for your popularity. Your fans and fanciers chiefly appreciate another talent that Venus in Virgo invariably bestows, the ability to defy the aging process. You may not be aware that anyone has ever given you a secret eternal youth, but you undoubtedly know it instinctively. This is why you draw admiring glances from people half your age, and presumably why you insist on thinking, if not dressing, like a teenager. Your contemporaries get wrinkles, and you get laugh lines. Your peers get weighed down by worldly cares, but you get buoyed up by giddy ideas. You have no more intention of growing old gracefully than you have of being fobbed off with coke when you specifically ordered a Kahlua. To be with you is to be with someone who is always fun, always fresh, and always full of enthusiasm for some new plan or project. It's also to be with someone who is deeply sensual, demonstrative, and emotionally attentive. The only thing it's not is dull. The way you manifest femininity. Some women carry cosmetics in their handbags. You may have one or two beauty aids, but they're vastly outnumbered by other kinds of lotions and potions. A veritable dispensary of stomach settlers, headache dispellers, foreign plasters, lip salves, antiseptics, and insect repellents cause you to rattle on like an old car as you walk down the road. And that's nothing compared to the other useful things you constantly carry. It's not like you're neurotic. None of them are there for your personal use. It's in case you come across a hurt or sick body. You see, yourself, not so much as Florence Nightingale, but as a female Dr. Doolittle. You want to heal all creatures, great and small, because it's what you feel you're in a position to help someone, that the waves of radiant womanhood emanate from you. Your ideal mate is a patient physician's assistant, yet all too often they turn out to be another one of your physician's patients in need of assistance. Your ideal mate. The mate of your dreams has strict protocols to observe before they are prepared to embrace you. First, aphrodisiac candies must be washed down with the honey-eyed mead. Then she must bathe in ox milk and anoint themselves in flower essence, while candles are lit to summon spirits of passion. Next, they don robes and consult a crystal ball for proof of an auspicious moment. Only then can the magical mating ritual be properly performed. If later they climb on a broomstick and fly to some hilltop meeting of sisterhood, you're just happy to await for the return of your mysterious medicine person. Possibly. Their potions contain no more black magic than Cadbury's, and their mead is merely a martini. Perchance her ox milk is buttermilk, her flower essence Chanel, her light ceremony a deft click on a dimmer switch. But even if her session with the crystal ball is only an indication there's nothing good on TV, her broomstick only a hatchback, and her coven no more than a night out, in essence it's the same. Your dream figure is a mistress of the environmental elements with an eclectic sense of timing. Okay, so all of you out there who have Venus in, what are we in? Virgo, I hope that you find this video helpful. and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch it all the way through. And I would really like to let you know that I love you.